Hello YouTube, this is Scarecrow Kaiser, and this is going to be probably one of the weirdest deck profiles you'll ever see from me. So, this is going to be a deck profile for a Dimensional Police deck post set 5. It's a Enigman Rain / Miracle Beauty like combo-ish type deck. Spent a lot of time picking and testing at this deck. Originally, I wanted to do a deck that can utilize the Lower Miracle Beauty Rain loop, but the loop is just so impractical that it couldn't pull off anything. So this deck is a lot more practical. Now, this is where it's going to start to get weird. The starting Vanguard for this deck. Normally, you would expect it, since there's only one starter right now, that this starting Vanguard right here would be Enigman, what's his name? The Zero. I can't remember his title, but it's not. Reason being, the ride chain is kind of pointless for this deck. In this deck, you're not playing Enigman Storm. You could run the grade 1 and hopefully get it turn 1 to ride it and search out the grade 2, which would be fine and dandy, but all too often you don't actually draw Enigman Ripple in your opening hand, and then you don't get to utilize your starting Vanguard. You have that really bad grade 1 the rest of the game. That's just a 6k vanilla basically. So ultimately I came to the conclusion that I should not play him at all. So our starting Vanguard is Drangle. Probably didn't really see that coming, but since there's really nothing we can do about playing a Dimension Police starting Vanguard, if there's anything, next best thing we can do is use him, or you could even use the Oracle Think Tank one if you want. Something that we can actually utilize, since most pioneers, well, all pioneers need you to ride something of the same clan on top of them. So the next thing we can use is someone who stacks cards, and hopefully we can actually get to utilize him. So after that, our trigger lineup is 8 stand triggers, because this deck's focused on standing. Not to mention, this Dolphin is a very good card in Dimension Police. And then we have 4 heal, or 4 draw, and then 4 heal. There's no crits in here because it's kind of redundant. They're going to be trying to block your Vanguard most of the time anyway, and if they don't, you're going to be standing people. So it's kind of pointless to try and crit. You might as well use the draw triggers to gain the advantage. And under the grade 1s, since we're playing Drangle, there is 4 Galahad. I know it seems really weird to have these Royal Paladins and a deck that is not Royal Paladins, but we're trying to make the best of the situation, so we can actually get something out of our starting Vanguard with this and make the deck more consistent with not riding. Then we have 4 Daisy, 4 Diamond Ace Perfect Guards, and 3 Glory Maker, I refer to her as the 10k limit break booster. So that's it for the grade 1s. The grade 2s, we have 4 super dimensional Robo Die Lady. That's a mouthful. She's a 9k, so she's got decent power, and she's a scare tactic. The opponent will usually try to block her. Otherwise, you can give your power to your Vanguard and make her effect active, or you can give it to another rear guard for a slight boost. Then we have 4 Mask Police Grander. He makes your Vanguard active every turn by just all he has to do is declare his attack. Yep, he's kind of weak though, so I usually need to try and save him a booster. And last we have 2 Cosmo Beaks, because if we just play the Granders, my opponent can always just go after Grander and kill him to break the loop or the combo. So we need some backup cards that can make the Vanguard's effect active. And without there aren't many other things in the deck. There isn't anything else in the deck to counterblast, so we're using these. You'll notice that there's 10 grade 2s right here, and that might seem a little low, but because we are using the Drangle Ride Chain, we can afford to, if we don't open a grade 2, we'll get our grade 1s back a little bit more, in hopes that Drangle can kind of make up for us shuffling them back if we don't redraw them. And then the grade 3s, there's 4 of each and only 2 of them. 4 Milka Beauty and 4 Rain. They have a relationship of she hits, her effect goes off, stands Miracle, Miracle stands her booster, you get another full attack. I originally wanted to really bad try and find some way to incorporate Dancing Wolf to team up with her, but it just wasn't consistent enough and stuff, so I had to cut him. But yeah, so that's the deck. It's a pretty simple deck, but it's got some cool combo in there. Tell me what you think of this very weird deck.